Okay, so in this video, let us discuss Codeforces round 640 division 4 problem A. A positive integer is called round if it is of form D0000 and so on. In other words, a positive integer is round if all its digits except the leftmost are equal to 0. All numbers from 1 to 9 are round. For example, the following numbers are round: 4000, 800. So basically, I think you have understood the question by now. You are given a positive integer n and you should express n as sum of round numbers. So from the heading itself, we'll get to know what the question is asking. So if you are given a number like 5009, you have to express it as 5000 plus 9. But you should express it as sum of minimum round numbers. Minimum करना है उसको. So let us take one more example. 9876. You can express it as 9000 plus 800 plus 70 plus 6. All the four numbers that I mentioned now are round numbers. And this is the only way to express 9876. If you want to express 10,000, you don't have to do anything because it is already a round number. Directly print it. So there are many ways to do this problem. One of the easiest way is check the power of 10, which is just greater than the number, and the power of 10 which is less than the number but highest power of 10. For example, 5009, highest power of 10 less than that is 1000. So you take that and keep dividing, and you can get the answer like that also. You can put it in a while loop. Actually, I used string. Let us look at my code, what I did. I took the input n and I converted it into a string. Now this is the function used to convert a number to a string. You can make a note of that. ToString is used to convert a number into a string. And my first condition is if the length of the number is 1, I will print 1 and this, because I know that if the length of the string is 1, that means there is only one digit in the number. If it is a single digit number, I just have to print that number. But before printing, I have to print k. K is minimum number of summons. That means minimum number of numbers. If you add all of them, you will get number n. So you have to print k in one line, and the next line you have to print k numbers. So if it is a single digit number, I will print 1 and the number itself. Otherwise, what am I going to do? I'm going to run a for loop from the last number in the string, and I'm going to check if the number is a round number or not. That is, I'm going to check in this for loop whether my given number is already a round number. Why am I doing that? We can look at this example. 10,000 is already a round number. How will I know? They have told that a positive integer is round if all digits except leftmost equal to 0. That is what I am checking here. I am running a loop from last digit to the second digit. I am not running the loop from last digit to first digit. I am only interested in all the digits that are to the right of the first digit. So I'm checking if all the digits are 0, and if one of the digit is not 0, then I am going here. If all digits right of the first digit are 0, then again I will print 1 and s only. because you can see here 10,000, the answer for 10,000 is 1 and 10,000 only. Answer for 10 is 1 and 10 only because both are round numbers. So in this for loop, I checked if the given number is already a round number or not. And if it is not a round number, what am I doing? I am running a loop in which I am checking if s dot length is greater than 0. So I'll explain this loop. Let us just read the code. What did I write? And what am I trying to do here? So I'm saying if s of 0, I'm always checking the 0th, the first uh, number in the string. I'm checking the first digit in the string. If that is not 0, I am doing this. And I'm erasing the first digit always. So what am I doing over here? Let us take an example and see. If I have the number, if I have the number 5009, I have to express it as 5009. I have to print these two numbers, right? So what am I going to do? I'm going to check the first digit. My string S is now 5009. This is a string now. I'm checking the first digit. If the first digit is not 0, I'm going to multiply this digit with what? With 10 to the power remaining length of the string. Exclude the first character. And what is the remaining length of the string? 3. So I'm going to multiply 5 with 10 power 3. I will get 5000. And now I'm going to delete the first element. I'm going to erase it. So my S becomes what? 009. Now my first digit is what? 0. So if my first digit is 0, there is no point in doing anything. I will delete it. My my string becomes 09. Again, the first digit is 0. There is nothing to do. Now my S becomes 9. So when my S will become 9, I'm going to insert this 9 into the vector. How am I going to insert 9? 9 can be written as 9 into 10 to the power 0. Because remember when I was explaining this 5000 wala example, I told you that how do you put this number into a vector? How do you get this number? You take the digit which is not 0 and multiply it with 10 to the power s dot length minus 1. That is what I have done. I have taken a digit. I have converted the digit to number. This is ASCII conversion. You subtract 48 to get the value. You subtract 48 to get the value of the digit and multiply it with 10 to the power s dot length minus 1. So whatever the length is, you subtract 1 from it and that will be the power of 10 and multiply it with the digit you get and push it back to the vector. Vector will basically store all these numbers. Keep doing this until s becomes nothing. So s dot length, when it becomes 0, it will break out. Then your answer is what? Your answer is, first of all, how many numbers are there? That will be equal to the size of the vector. So print that. Then you print all the vector elements. Let us take last example. I'll explain this, what I was trying to say. I hope you got this 5009 wala example. Let us take, for example, 9876. My string S is initially this. Now check the first element. It is not 0. So what I will do? I will do 9 into 10 to the power what? 3. So my vector will have 9000. Then I will erase this. So now my number is 876. Now what I will do is 8 non-zero? Yes. So 8 into 10 to the power what? 2. S dot length is 3, but S dot length minus 1 I need. So 2. So 800. So now I think you're getting what I'm doing. Now erase 876. Now you will get 70 because it is 7 into 10 power 1. Then finally you will get 6. 6 is 10 power 0. So these are the 4 numbers when added. These are the 4 round numbers when added. You will get this. So I hope you understood. I use strings. You can also do it normally also. Like, if you understood this concept, you don't need to use strings. You can just have a while loop and keep taking uh, the you can keep dividing with highest power of 10 and keep dividing the number, and then keep storing it somewhere, and maybe in a vector, and then again uh, print that vector and the size. So this was the first one. Thanks for watching.